Prepare for trouble!
Make it double!
Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be going over quite a bit of information that has been recently data mined by Pokemoners. Big shout out to them. I will have a link in the description so you can go ahead and follow them yourself on Twitter. Yes, we're going to be seeing Jessie and James potentially in Pokemon Go soon here, as well as some more Galarian forms that we have been going over, and including now possibly Sirfetch'd, which is going to be very interesting. It is going to be a pure fighting type. So there are the highlights as to what we're going to be going over here. Quite a few things, so sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and take a look at what we have going on here. So first up, Jessie and James. What has been found regarding them? Well, just them, and that's pretty much it. Now, if I could do some speculation here, I would assume that they're going to probably be some sort of special task for us to do, kind of like the Giovanni quests, until we eventually build up to them. And then the big prize and reward is going to be potentially a new shadow Pokemon that you could maybe only obtain through them. But we'll have to wait and see. Nonetheless, pretty exciting stuff here, and this is going to lead the way for many other things in the future regarding other characters from the main anime, I suppose that you can call them. Jessie and James have been featured in other Pokemon games, but they originated in the anime, so it's going to be some awesome stuff going on there for them. Now, taking a look at some of the Galarian forms here, we have Obstagoon, Berserker, and Sirfetch'd. Now, we have been over those and what moves they can learn. Now, take a look at the dates. Is when these are going to be hatching out of the 7-kilometer eggs in their pre-forms. So you want to take advantage of those time frames if you want to get these. I'm sure Niantic will be releasing them in other ways for you to obtain, possibly raids more than likely. But nonetheless, you want to take advantage of those times there. And what's even more interesting is the fact that they did find shadow forms for them. So we have been over the fact that Obstagoon is going to be a fantastic Ultra League counter to Giratina with its dark and normal typing. And with it being a shadow, we already know shadow forms are going to be performing a little bit better depending most of the time if their moveset is good in PvP. So having those shadow is going to be pretty awesome. We also went over Berserker, how it may have some good potential regarding its moves. Now, this is granted if Niantic decides to give them a good move, guys. Okay, so we also have Shadow Sirfetch'd, which is going to be kind of like the evolution of Farfetch'd, and it is going to be a pure fighting type. So I don't think you're going to be able to evolve your Farfetch'd. You're going to actually have to just get this one plain and simple, unfortunately, but it is going to be what it is, and that is going to be its max CP there, 1674. And if you want to check out Obstagoon as well as Berserker's potential moves that they can learn in Pokemon Go, I will put cards at the top so you can go ahead and check those out, as well as links at the end of the video. So I'm looking forward to these shadow forms because we all know that the shadow forms are going to be great. So more stuff to hunt. Now let's go ahead and move on to the invites, the raid invites that we thought were going to drop alongside the remote raid passes themselves, but that was not the case, unfortunately. And if you're wondering, well, what's the holdup? Why are they taking so long? The thing is, I don't think this was in the works, so they're kind of working on it. Maybe we should let them do their thing because, you know, if they rush it, they're going to have bugs in it. Well, probably are already going to, but I don't want to say that quite yet. But nonetheless, they have to work out the kinks, so when they do release it, it is going to work correctly. I would assume they would love to bring it out sooner, but, you know, still working on that stuff. But nonetheless, looks like we're going to be having some more information on how that is going to be working very soon for us in the game. All right, so next, this is going to potentially be something to do with your buddy's excitement point, because currently getting to 32, right, you do all the stuff you need to do, but you may lose track. So this may be something that's actually going to show you what it is, but that's not exactly 100% at this point. So that'll be nice because it is a little weird that they did not have that upon release. Up next, a daily encounter, which may be something that's going to be going alongside the daily Pokemon catch as well as the daily Pokestop spin. So that's going to be nice, something extra to add. Maybe some kind of rare Pokemon is going to be involved with that, maybe a shiny. We'll just see. Maybe it just might be something ordinary or potentially an evolved Pokemon for more Stardust. So who knows? Nonetheless, a new daily streak, which is going to be nice. Are they going to throw Gibbles at us? Are they going to throw Riolus? I highly doubt Riolus because those are going to be coming out of eggs and they're not going to be making those in the wild. All right, anyways, moving on to the next bit here. Remember, keep in mind that this is all data mined information and it is not going to be 100% set in stone, although a lot of this data mine information in the past has come to light not too long later. Anyways, what we have here are going to be potentially 2 free boxes. Not going to comment too much on these because we do not know how this is going to work exactly. All we know is there are box 1 and box 2 in the shop. And then we have something regarding a store bag service. Not too sure what that is. But then at the bottom, it does look like they're going to be tracking your items that you do purchase. I thought they kind of already did that already and had access to that. I would assume they did. Maybe it's just some sort of new system, but nonetheless, interesting stuff. Now, speaking of the shop, there is going to be new stickers, which you can purchase in the shop as well. No real details have been added into the files regarding this. Are you going to be able to just like put them on your Pokemon's face, or are they going to do something? I would assume if you're buying them in the shop, then they're going to have some sort of significance, I would assume, and not just some sort of cosmetic feature, although I wouldn't put it past them. Anyways, stickers. Now, friends list improvement here. Now, I did make this image a long time ago, if you guys do remember. The green dots are for people that are online, the orange are for idle, and then the red is going to be for offline. The sorted shield is going to be for open for battling. But it looks like we are going to be potentially getting something that is going to show us that our friends are online. Don't think there's going to be any other indication at this point through the data mine that there is going to be any other sort of indicator of what they're doing, idle or offline, but simply that they're going to be online. So all these little features adding up, I really do hope that they can handle this and not break other things in the process. We are still waiting on the possible way to communicate with other trainers as well that they did mention a while back, but have yet to mention it again. I still think it is going to be phrases at this point. Potentially, maybe not even phrases. Maybe you can just ask if they want to invite and you can decline, or yes or no or something like that. But I don't think they're going to be putting a full-on chat in Pokemon Go. There's no way. And we have some more information regarding the friends list, and take a look at that screenshot. You can actually search lucky friends when this is going to be released, as well as a few other search strings for your friends list here. If you are one of those lucky people who do have an abundance of lucky friends, as well as a ton of people on your friends list, well, then you're going to be able to search them however you like now, which is going to be a nice little touch here. So, hey, if you're into that, then there you go. Moving on to the next part, the Go Battle League. It looks like we have a list of bands, which is going to be including the mythicals and legendaries for the Premier Cup, I would assume. So if you haven't heard yet, for Season 2, there's going to be something called the Premier Cup, which is going to be taking place in Master League, but it is going to exclude legendaries or mythicals, the ever so common Dialga, Melmetal, and Giratina, Kyogre, and as well as a few others too, I think, right? So it's just going to be regular Pokemon. Very interesting. Can't wait for this. But remember, there's always going to be a meta, right? Just because Dialga has been taken down doesn't mean something is not going to replace it, like potentially Melmetal. But I'm going to tell you this. It is not going to be absurdly revolved around just a couple of Pokemon like Dialga. So look forward to that for Season 2. Things are in motion. Very exciting stuff here. Alrighty, so moving on, we have AR Oculus here, which is going to allow you to take better Pokemon pictures. Simple as that, I suppose. It's going to be blending them in with their surroundings a little bit better, and you're actually going to have some more software to actually have this to work. So pretty interesting stuff. Obviously, it's not going to look like these pictures here. These are just going to be pieces of art by a very talented artist. And then Pokemoners do go on to tell us recently that you're not going to actually be able to just simply download any APK for your phone now. There's going to be very specific ones for your phone type. So yeah, just a little heads up there if you're into doing that. I know a lot of people like to revert back, so this may be causing a few problems. The reason why you would want to do that is because, well, say a version is broken and you want to go back. Big shout out to Pokemoners. Thanks again. Give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.